I also want to touch on the fact that you mentioned writing and that you're very interested in doing that. While I know acting is a passion of yours that you're pursuing now, in terms of writing, when you talk about that, are you wanting to write ultimately a film or a screenplay? And if so, have you written some different types of either, films or plays, and what genres are those in, or are you interested in, what direction are you interested in going in with those?
So it's crazy because I have about 5 scripts in my head, and it's almost like the way I listen to music. Like it'll go from like horror, the next one will be like action, the next one will be like a chick flick, the next one will be like spiritual, and then it'll go back to like a horror one. Like it's just I'm all over the place with it, but I have the kind of thing where once I think about it, I got to put it down on paper, even if it's just the gist of it, so I could come back and remember what I wanted to put down. So right now that I have finished, um, so I did a Voorhees script, which is the origin of Jason Voorhees, and I kind of wanted to put a twist on the character because with that little fan film, what I wanted to do is basically show his upbringing when he was a child and why he became who he became. So I wanted the audience to actually kind of feel sorry for Jason Voorhees for once, because he's always been the monster. So it's
You
kind of
can
like,
see it behind me here. I
yeah,
love Friday the 13th.
yeah. I've
Love.
been a huge fan. I've seen them all in the theater since I was a child. Every last one. I love it. Me and my friend, like, we're big fans of it. So it's kind of like the audience is kind of like, all right, I don't agree with what he did, but I kind of understand why, you know. So I have that. I have another one that's called The Waiting Room. That's kind of loosely based on a true story. It's very dark. I haven't. It's one man cast. It's it hasn't. I haven't done anything with it yet, but it's finished. And I'm also actually writing a screenplay for somebody else that was looking for somebody to do a horror film. So he came up with the idea, and like I spoke to him and I sent him my scripts and I told him like all my experience. So we kicked some ideas back and forth, and he started liking the direction I was taking it, and he was like, you know what, have at it. So I've been working on that every weekend. I do a few more scenes. So yeah, that's I love writing.